Hello guys, how are y'all doing today? Today we're going to talk about submission and why it has become a very, very tainted word, especially in the black community. But I'm not about to sit up here and give white men praises either, because they set this shit up. Hell, it's a group of white men in the past who decided what went in and out of the Bible because he was scared of women getting too much praise or too much love. There's some scriptures that was supposed to be in the Bible about Mary Magdalene and Jesus Christ, and that they were a little bit closer than what the Bible that we read now said that they are. And then it was Peter, one of his other disciples, used to get jealous because Jesus Christ was a little bit closer to Mary Magdalene and told Mary Magdalene, more of his secrets than he told him. It's white men right now who feel like a woman shouldn't have a right to vote. And y'all just heard about this Roe versus Wade stuff, so I'm not going to give him praise either. It's still countries where women don't have any rights. Now, as you know, there is in the Bible where a woman's supposed to be submissive to her husband. But there's also a part in the Bible where a husband's supposed to be submissive to God and clean to his wife, and be submissive to his wife and treat his wife right. But this is the part that these men, toxic men, skip. They skip all of this. They even skip the part about they supposed to be married. They skip all of that and they go straight to submission. And this is the problem. Because, see, you're picking and choosing what you want to follow, right? But you're using that very same piece of it against women in order to manipulate and literally just treat them like they're a tool. I've seen throughout the years so many submissive women get dogged out, dragged and ran over. If the man wasn't beating their ass, guess what he was doing? He was out cheating with the non-submissive women. But men kind of get amnesia, like they don't remember that, or they don't know that. Like they don't know that there is a submissive woman right now getting her ass beat for something she cooked not being cooked the way he wanted it. Completely look over that shit. Men have completely abused that word. I give it a couple of years. Pretty soon that word submission is not going to mean anything, because that's how much it is abused against women. Then you have idiotic women like this. Don't get me wrong, she's beautiful. But she'll go along with the submission stuff because he has a bag. Yes, now I'm not saying she don't make her own money, but I'm saying more money equals more money. She wasn't saying the same thing on that video when she was calling other women out and calling them pygmies for feeling the same way she's claiming she feels now. This is why she's getting dragged. And guess what? I don't feel sorry for her. And she wasn't apparently paying attention to Cam Newton's track record. I know people can change, but just look at the basics. He had a baby mama he was with for 10 years and did not marry, cheated on, had 4 kids by, and they broke up. Now she's a baby mama. So I don't understand what she thinks she can get out of it that's so much better than what the woman that was in his life for 10 years got out of it. But you know what? Sometimes people have to bump their own head. Sometimes they have to bump their own head several times before they actually get it. There's no doubt in my mind she's going to wind up a Summer Walker, or that other chick, the one that was saying yellow bone is what he want, and then now she's a baby mama and she's unmarried and all this and that. But there are just as many people who are getting married, getting a divorce also. So I'm not going to just talk about that. We're talking about submission and why the word is flawed nowadays, especially in the black community where you have a group of black men who want submission, but they're not doing anything to earn submission. It was a man in a woman's comment section talking about modern day women aren't worthy enough for protection. Okay, then, well, if that's the case, you're not worthy enough for submission. Why would a woman want to follow you with the type of dysfunctional mindset you have? And this is the mindset of a lot of black men. And it's also the mindset of other races of men, because just like I told you, in some countries, women are not even allowed to go anywhere by themselves. Not even allowed to, be women. So can't just blame it on black men, but but black men are the worst race of men who are spewing this and talking about submission, and then using God and blaming it on God and saying that God ordained it that way, which is could be true, which is true, right? But God also ordained for men to do right by women also by marrying them, not having sex with them before marriage, and creating a bunch of kids everywhere. God ordained that too, but they leave that part out. And this is why the submission argument is one-sided. The word submission is flawed. I'm going to go on record and say most of these men who are asking for submission is not being submissive to God. They're being submissive to the devil, but looking for godly rewards. When you're submitting to the devil, don't look for godly rewards. Look for the devil's reward. But anyway, let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Do y'all feel like the word submission has been tainted with by a group of selfish men? Or do you feel differently? Let me know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace, y'all.